Peace, love, harmony, and light. Once again, my brothers and sisters, this is Chief Kalanago. As you could tell, man, I tell people I don't go to sleep. I just rest. And I'm always on the grind 24/7. Even when I take my rest, my higher self is at work, just giving me information. And like I said, we're living in a beautiful time, but yet still we're living in catastrophic times. It depends on how, you prepare yourselves. That's just what it's about, and, someone, I get emails all the time, but someone sent me an email yesterday and they ask, well, brother, I know that, the way to get people's attention, it's with fear. And they want me to guarantee them that I am not doing what I'm doing for money or for personal gain, and I responded, with respect, but I'm just gonna make a public video, not to that person in particular, but just in general, because a lot of people may, of course, feel that way. And I'm not mad that people feel that way. I'll be honest, because our people have been hurt. Our people have been burnt. So many people have come, okay, in the name of bringing information, in the name of being a savior to our people. And in the end, they just came to use, deceive, and abuse our people. And I totally get it, the mistrust, and for me, I'm not here to defend myself. What I am going to say is this, what I do, man, nobody could pay me for that. I'm just being honest. Nobody could pay me for what I do. As a matter of fact, nobody pays me for what I do, because you just can't. You can't. My time is too precious. I cannot put a value on my time, and honestly, what I do is not popular. What I do don't pay. That, you see, and I'm happy it don't, pay monetarily. What you have to realize is the broad way leads to destruction. Honestly, the broad way leads to destruction. And what's the broad way? The broad way is religion. Getting stuck in churches. That is the broad way. Sitting, waiting around for this mysterious savior to come save you. That is the broad way. The broad way is, wanting all these materialistic things. That's the broad way. I am choosing the path less traveled. You know where I'm at? I'm in the mountains. I'm in the country, in a trailer. And not that there's anything wrong with a trailer. I'm just saying. Because I'm good. I'm warm. I got heat. I got light. I got natural foods. I got natural water. So there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I'm a city boy. I grew up in Brooklyn. And it's just so convenient for me to literally get up at any hour of the night or morning. Okay? And I'm using that term morning very likely because I don't moan. So let me rephrase that. I could literally go into the streets of Brooklyn any time of the night or AM or before sunrise and get any fruit from a fruit stand. That's the Brooklyn life. So I'm used to that. So for me to come into the woods where I have to grow my own, the only difference is the ones in the streets of Brooklyn at the corner stores, they're not real. They have all these pesticides. But for me to give that up, you know what I mean? Give that up. In Brooklyn, it's easy for me to, get a job. I do construction, it's easy for me to hustle in Brooklyn. But I gave that up to come into the mountains. You know what I mean? Where I have to fend for myself, which I have always done, that. But when I say fend for myself, I mean that I literally have to put my hands in the dirt and grow that food. You know what I mean? I have to assist in raising our animals. You know, I have to make sure that we get our stuff together so we could build and put up our solar panels. Huh? I have to make sure that I play my part in getting my hands dirty and working on our aquaponics. So all I'm saying essentially is this: if I am walking the walk, then and you can't see, then that's on you. I tell people I'm not here to force any information on you. Anything and everything that I say, prove me wrong. Go ahead and do the research yourself. You don't have to believe anything that I say. Honestly, you don't. That's just facts. You feel me? So all I'm just here is just dropping the information, giving you the clues, and showing you what's coming. Now, whether you prepare yourself or not, that's on you. You know what I mean? So am I looking for any type of personal gain? Yes, you're right, I am. I am looking for personal gain. But the personal gain I'm looking for is so that my people wake up and save themselves. I don't like money. I hate money. I detest money. That is just facts, because I have seen what money has done to our people. I see what money is doing to our people. So I don't like it. The mere fact that, you know, these vampires, these destroyers, these destructive people, these colonizers, these invaders, the mere fact that they could step into our earth and destroy everything we have that's natural and replace it with everything artificial, that alone in itself should tell you that money is the root of all evil. It's a fact. Whether people say, oh, well, it's not money that's the root of all evil, it's what you do with it. Well, that may be true. But the mere fact that it's what's created the evil in the world today, then I'm just going to say, you know what, man? If it sounds like a duck, it quack like a duck, it doodle like a duck, then it's a duck. I don't like money. Now, do I use money? Yes, I use it because, you know, it's necessary to get things. You know, we have to buy our solar panels. Look, our tractor need parts. We have 2 tractors and they both need parts. You know what I'm saying? We could fix them, but we need the parts. You know what I mean? So the point is, yes, we have to use it for now. I just can't wait until, you know, we just don't need it, period. We don't have to use it to buy anything. We just live life naturally, you know, and we do for each other. That's called battering. That's what I like. You know what I mean? So once again, nobody could pay me for what I do. No, not at all. If only people know what I have given up to live this life, to be teaching and reaching my people, man, you have no idea. It is just so easy to give up. Why do you think people start this journey and they don't continue? They give up. They fall back into the realm of chasing the dream, the fiat currency. Me, I'm not chasing that dream. And like I tell folks before, you don't need me to do anything for you. I always keep it 110. You don't need me to do anything for you. Okay? If you could go on the land and be totally off the grid, you don't need to do any paperwork. That's just honesty. You don't need to do any paperwork if you're going to go off the grid and don't get yourself involved in commerce, period. That's it. And you know how to defend yourself, man. Listen, you don't need any type of paperwork. However, if you are going to deal in commerce, all right, and you want to eventually make certain claims, then you got to correct your political status. And even with that, you don't need me to do that for you if you could do enough research and do it yourself. That is just facts. So you don't need me at all. So I'm just sharing the information and giving it to you. All right? That's it. But like I tell people, there's a price to pay for everything. Our people, pay everybody else for everything. But when it comes to our own, there's always suspicion, suspect. But yet still, every other race, every other ethnic group, they use us and nobody's suspicious. Nobody. You feel me? So once again, man, what time is it now? It's literally 4:50 in the AM. And here I am, I'm resting and I had to, use the bathroom. And, that came to me in the spirit to talk about it. Brothers and sisters, this is real. This is not a game. And if you need me to convince you that it's real, then you don't need me, period. All you have to do is look around you. Do your history. Do your research. Find out who was here first. And these people came into our land. They saw the copper-toned, dark-skinned people. Melanated people, heavy melanated people. Now, if they wanted our land all to themselves, why would they go into a place called Africa and bring more dark-skinned people when they already wanted to get rid of us? Why do that? So the point I'm just trying to make is that we've been here. We have been here. And we are at war because they still want our land. They still want our resources. So if you cannot look around you and see this is real, then maybe you need to check yourself. If you cannot look into our school systems and see that they're programming our children, then maybe you need to check yourself. If you can't see that their laws are not laws, they're just statutes and codes, then maybe you need to check your information. You need to check yourself. If you can't see that the system is locking up our people for no reason, people getting sent to jail for 5, 10, 15 years, hard time for a little bit of so-called marijuana. Of course, I don't know what marijuana is. I know what herb is because the creator made herb. But the creator didn't make marijuana. Man made that. And everything that's man-made, there's a price to pay for it. Y'all don't get it, though. So in essence, what am I saying? All I'm just saying is this. If you cannot look around you and see this is real, this is not teaching fear. It is not promoting fear. It's telling you what's going on. Open up your eyes. I'm just making you aware. If you can't see that we don't have any government, that is just a bunch of rogue invaders, colonizers, bankers, businessmen that's controlling our lives and making you think it's a government, then you know what? Maybe you're blind. Maybe you are blind. If you can't see that paying taxes is optional, then maybe you are blind. Maybe if you can't see that no man or woman or corporation has a right to administer your property without your consent, or even without any free and without any compensation, fair and just compensation, then man, listen, I don't know what else to tell you. But this is not a game. So if you're just concerned about you paying the price for someone's services, then please, don't require my services. Don't. Because it's not free. And I'll keep saying that. So if that's what y'all worried about, don't come to me for anything. Because I've been giving you guys all of me all the time, showing you the truth, doing research, reading books that's 1,000 pages in 3-4 days to give you the information. So no matter what amount of money, whatever you call it, you feel you could pay me, man, you cannot buy me. It's not enough. Okay? Now, anybody who could give me solar panels, that's at least that could produce, each panel could produce at least 300 and something watts. Man, listen, let us batter. Let us batter. I will do your paperwork for you and you get me some panels. You get me some of the batteries, get me some of the tools that I need. I don't need the fiat currency. I don't want it. I don't want to depend on a piece of paper that has no value. It don't. However, it could get us what we need. And when I say us, I'm talking about those of us that's off the grid. Because we need to do things, we need to cultivate the land. We need to put up the solar panels. So all I'm just saying is you don't need me. Okay? I do what I do because I care. I do what I do because I love my people. I do what I do because I've seen what happened to my ancestors. I see what's happening to our people. And if you can't see it, man, if you need me to validate to you, that I am authentic or I'm not just doing this for personal gain, well, please don't come to me for any type of services, please. Okay? However, do your own research, study the information, and be creative. Come up with your own ways that you could do your own declaration, that you could do your own dossier. You don't need me for that. You don't. All right? But for me, this is all about love. It's all about being authentic and making my people aware of what's going on. Other ethnic groups are getting it. They're preparing themselves. They're working together, group economics. We are the only ones missing. And someone is always posting on, on my videos that we cannot protect ourselves. Stop with the negativity. Yes, we can. It's all about preparation. And once again, it doesn't matter how many guns and what they have, grenades, tanks, drones. It doesn't matter what they got. There's enough of us to fight. Okay, enough of us. They can't beat us. I already know that. All right, but I have come back into nature because I believe that my ancestors have some more awakening for me to do, and I had to get away from what's toxic. I had to get away from what's natural and step into nature. All right, to get my downloads, and that's what this is about. You feel me? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Do you really think, honestly, like I could just be honest with myself? I don't really want to be in the woods. I don't really want to be in the country. We have gotten so used to convenience. I love convenience myself. Don't you think I just want to anytime walk, into a store and get what I want? Man, that's beautiful. That's convenience. But that is not what's going to take to prepare ourselves for what's coming. So I had to adjust. I had to adjust. I could only move the way the spirit guide me to move. My physical body is not in control. The spirit got me here. The higher self got me here. And I have to prove myself. Proving myself by stepping up. Making sure that where I'm at, I'm comfortable. I'm warm. Okay? I could feed myself. And that's what this is about. And that's what it's going to take. And those of us who could really understand that, we will be the ones left to restore the legacy of our ancestors. This is not a joke. This is not a game. At least not to me. Not to me. I'm going to start back my training. You know what I mean? We have our gun range. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a game, man. This is not a game. We at war, y'all. For real. And they're going to come to your door. So the question is, are you going to be prepared? That is the question. Once again, get your children out of these people's schools. Train them for combat. You're going to spend 3, 4, 5 years, all your life going to school for what? To be programmed? To go beg somebody for a job where you get $12, $13, $15 an hour? Man, that's not life. That's not living. That's slavery, yo. So if you can't see that and asking me if I'm real or am I authentic or, am I doing this for personal gain? Man, this is personal as it gets. But the gain for me is I want you to do your own thing. All right? Be self-sufficient. Be self-determined. That's the personal gain for me, for you to get the knowledge. Whatever fiat currency you send me or you give me for anything, that's not paying me, because I don't care about that. I don't like money. I detest money. I hate it because it's not real. And what people really think it's real. So the time and value and energy that I give you, you cannot pay me for that. Trust me. $200, $220 for a dossier and making sure you're good, believe me, is nothing. You cannot pay me for that. Because y'all have paid more money than that for a phone, for a pair of sneakers to get your hair done. And it goes to show your state of mind, that what you put value on. So nobody could pay me, man. All right? I just want y'all to know that. If you could do everything yourself, please do. Please do. Because I have taken the initiative. I left Brooklyn. I left the city where I had all the convenience. All right? All the convenience in the world. Because I wasn't paying rent in Brooklyn. All I was doing was paying my bills and buying my food. Of course, taking care of business. And taking care of business, it costs. But that was about it. I wasn't paying rent. I'm just keeping it real. So what reason did I really have to leave Brooklyn? I left Brooklyn because the higher self told me, Chief, it's time to go back into nature. Time to connect. Time to prepare yourself. And I just listened. A lot of people, in the city think I'm crazy. But you know what? It's okay. Let them think I'm crazy. I know I'm not. So my brothers and sisters, again, this is not about teaching and preaching fear. No, it's about making sure that you are preparing yourself. Okay. For whatever is coming. Whatever is coming, it's going to come anyway. All right. But I would rather be prepared. And no mystical, magical man from the skies coming to save you. That's what we were taught. And how many of us have been waiting all our lives for that? We heard our great-grandmother say it. Our grandmother say it. Our mothers say it. Our great-grandfathers, grandfathers say it. Oh, wait for the mysterious man. He's coming to save us. And he hasn't come yet. And I'm talking about 4 or 5 generations we've been hearing that. That's because nobody's coming to save you. You have to step up and save yourself. Work together with those that are around you. Those that's on the same frequency. That's who's going to save you. These imposters don't care about us. They want to get rid of us. You think this is a joke? You think it's a game? You think I'm doing this just because I don't have nothing better to do with my time? Man, look at the time. It's 5:04. It's 5:04 in the AM. I could be resting. But I can't sleep because my people, they're on my mind. There's work to be done. So once again, brothers and sisters, get your affairs in order. All right? Get your affairs in order. That's all I'm saying. Do it. Protect your family. Get out the beast. And I'm not talking about leaving our home now. This is our land. But get out the beast. Okay? Get out. Handle your business. Handle your affairs. Let them know that you are not their slave anymore. Let them know I have no contracts with you anymore. Now, if you could do all that yourself, great, perfect, perfect. It saves me the time. That means I could do things for myself. I'm just keeping it 100. But for those of you who need my assistance, my email is always in the link below. Get your priorities together. Peace, love, harmony, and light.